All right, so this is the way that I'm hoping that it'll work it out for us to take the iReady diagnostic testing. Now, remember that this will give you some things that's a little too hard for you eventually, so it can see, the program can see what you do know and what you don't know. So I will know what you need some help with and what I don't need to worry about. And you don't need to worry about because you already know it. So there'll be some things that are easy, some things that are hard. Don't let it discourage you because it's just to see what you do and don't know so we know where to teach you that. So try your best, take your time, and I'm going to show you all the steps to do this, okay? So let's keep our fingers crossed that I'm going to show you the right way. Now, first, we have to do this in a testing environment, and so what I've got is I've got some example students, Dalton and Pineapple in here. And this is what it would look like when you're with me. And so the first thing that I would ask for all of you to do is there's a little chat box down at the bottom. And I would ask that you click on that chat box. And when I move over here, I'm going to come over to another computer where I'm actually one of the characters on there. And clicking on the chat over here. And down at the bottom, you're going to see a little 2 and then a box and it says everyone. And then there's a little arrow pointing down. I want you to click the arrow and make sure that you have a check beside whoever the teacher is, and it says host. That's the only person that you need to be chatting. And the reason for that is for me, the teacher, and just you individually to be chatting with each other, letting each other know I'm finished with this part, or I might say need to tell you something in particular, and it does not distract the others and gets their attention away from their test. And like other people that might be sending me a message, it won't distract you or bother you when you're trying to take the test. So everyone needs to make sure you click on beside the teacher's name. Once you've done that, just click away from it and you can leave that chat box open to the side. We want to keep that open, okay? Now during the testing part, you need to make sure that you have your video and your audio off and keep it that way at all times, okay? That's very important. The reason that we're doing the chat is the way that me and you are going to be talking to each other. So that's why you need to leave the chat box open. So if you need to say something about what's happening on your end or have a question, that's how we're going to do it. Or if your parents want to do a remind message, but we're not going to be turning the speakers on and off and on, or the camera. We need to keep those off because this is a testing environment and we have to keep it safe and for everyone to have the best test situation that they can. So I'm going to go to screen share. Before I do that, the next thing I want you to do is I want you to go up to the top hand corner, top right, and I want you to hit the minimize button, which is, there's 3 things. One's an X. Don't click the X. That'll take you out of this at all. Don't do the little, like, looks like a subtraction symbol. You don't want that because that makes it completely go away at the bottom. At minimum, we want to do that box that makes it be smaller. So everybody click that up in the top corner. Now, if you click it and it actually makes it bigger, you're already at the smallest thing possible. So to make it a little smaller, if you wanted to, you could get your mouse at the bottom left-hand corner. And when you see 2 arrows, hold down the mouse, which is the left side. Don't let go. And with the mouse and your finger in the mouse pad, slide it while you're holding that down and it makes it be smaller. Okay. I'm just doing this to show you how it looks for you. So you'll go down to iReady. And this is, I'm doing it on Jolie's, just as an example. I could have picked anybody in the group because I'm not going to take the test. I'm going to stop at a certain point. So when we're going to be doing it, there's going to be one time that we're going to do reading, and one time during each day we're going to do math, and we're going to do little chunks at a time. I'm not going to sit for a long period of time, okay? So the first day we're going to do reading. So I want you to click on reading, and so I'm going to need to stop right there.
Start diagnostic.
Reading diagnostic, that's where we need to be. Okay. During the testing time, when I say begin, you'll click on reading diagnostic.
Start diagnostic. Are you working in your school building today?
So are we in a school building? The answer will be no for us. So we're going to click no. And we're going to click continue.
Hey there, my name is Lauren. We are going to
And you
answer
have a
some
little
questions
video to
today.
watch. I wish I could
But wait,
pause it, but
but
it won't
wait.
pause.
What kind of questions? What if I don't know how to answer them? That's okay.
Okay, I'm going to try to
I'll
talk
teach you.
over them. But what I
Let's
want you to
start
see
with this
is
question.
down here at the bottom, there's a thing called My Progress. And then you do an arrow, and it tells percentage complete. Okay. This is where I'm going to be watching, and you're going to be watching, especially parents. This is where I need you to really help out. You can close it down so it's not a distraction, but occasionally ask the child to open it and look and see where we're at. On Monday, we want to just get to 25%. Okay? And if they start getting a lot of percentages pretty quickly, that means they're probably going too fast in this test. So 25% will probably last about 10 to 15 minutes. If they're getting to 20% and it's just been 2 minutes, it's a little bit too fast. So kind of calm them down and go a little bit slower. So if you were actually taking this test, you would click this play and keep on going with this. But I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to close it down.
Log out.
Okay, let's
Math.
say that it is in the afternoon. And we're going to do the same thing. You would be clicking on math and clicking
Start
the math diagnostic. But we're not going to do that today. Me showing you, because it's basically the same thing just with math. But when you're taking the math diagnostic, please have a piece of paper and a pencil to help you out with that, okay? And when you're finished, when you've got to your 25% on Monday, and I'll let you know how much the other days. But right now, today on Monday, we're just getting to 25% in both reading and in math. We're only going to do reading in the morning and math in the afternoon. Then you would go out of it with this X where it says log out. And then you would do the next thing will be coming to your chat. I'm going to stop the screen share. Maybe. Now, I'm going to try one other thing with screen share. I want to share this. Nope, it's not going to let me do it. So let's say you're finished with your part and I've not said anything to you. I may send you a chat saying, hey, I see you're close to 25%. Go ahead and log out and go on to your work. I may type that in your chat. And if you see that, then you just go ahead and do the X at the top to X out of it. There may be an exit button and leave button. I'm not sure what's in it once you get in the test. I didn't want to do that, open up somebody else's test. So I'm coming over here and let's say I'm at Pineapple. Pineapple's done. Okay, so Pineapple got to 25%. So he's going to send me a chat, and the chat's going to say, I am finished for today. Okay. you all are not seeing that, but I am. He had a little trouble spelling finished. And then I'm going to reply back and it'll only be seen by Pineapple. I'll say, okay, go on to do your work for today. And then I'm going to send it to him. Pineapple will see that. And then Pineapple is going to leave the meeting, the Zoom meeting now. First he finished with Clever, and then he needs to leave the meeting. Now, on the computer, and so we can make mistakes and things could go wrong, but I am keeping my fingers crossed that it's going to work. All right, guys, I want you to try your best. Thank you, and good luck. I will be watching over you.